Hello, this is Angelia with Today's Wisdom. Today's wisdom comes from Daily Ohm. Sharing your genius, your special gift. And we all have a special gift, or a few. These are things that you can share with the world and add to, the world as a part of you. Each of us is born with a specific genius that was bestowed upon us so we can do our part to make this world a better place. Now, unfortunately, there are people in this world today who don't believe that they need to do anything to make the world a better place. It's all about them, selfishness, and, it's a shame because, this is not the world I grew up in. I grew up in a world where people did try to get along with each other, and we tried to do things to make the world a better place, and I liked it better. It was a better world, so, I wish we'd go back to that. All of us have a role that we're uniquely suited for, and you are. Through your nature and your nurture, you have come to be who you are, and if you allow yourself to do what you're specifically good at, then you're going to have, a better life. Imagine our planet without trees, oceans, or clouds. Well, it's not as hard to imagine as it once was. We keep tearing the world apart like we're doing. It's soon going to be a reality. In this same way, when one of us doesn't develop or use our special gift, a cosmic void takes place. That kind of reminds me of where it was said that the real tragedy is not the bad things, but the real tragedy is when good people sit by and watch these bad things. So, that's why you hear me speaking out about things, and, more than one people just don't like these things. But, my thinking is if I can help somebody else through my experiences, then it's my duty to do that. This unique talent or ability may be hidden from your own sight like a golden treasure buried under shifting sands. And like I say, you got to get in there and dig sometimes. Often, we spend so much time dazzled by the talents of others that we can overlook our own gifts. And I saw that a lot when I was doing coaching. People that, so-and-so, and I'm not good enough, and I can't. If you compare yourself to others constantly, then you're not going to do anything, because in your own estimation, they're better than you. So already you sold yourself short, and that's going to keep you stuck down at a lower level because you're afraid you won't measure up to so-and-so. But, that's not what you need to be doing. You need to do your best, and you don't have to measure up to so-and-so. This is my 4th art exhibit that I've been in, but I'm certainly no Leonardo da Vinci. No one's ever going to confuse our works. So, if I worried about that it had to be perfect like his, I'd never submit anything. So, and the juries would never picked it, and I'd never been in an art exhibition. And, so you can't do that to yourself. It may even be that our unique ability is something we view negatively. And, I've had people like that too, that they're very negative on themselves and like, well, I don't think that anyone cares about this, or, I don't think anybody would, listen or read or whatever. But that's not true, and you can't just sell yourself short because you don't think you measure up to so-and-so. Because you're not so-and-so, you're you. And you need to be doing what you can do. Perhaps we find it difficult concentrating on any one subject for long. And my husband's got ADHD, my oldest son's got ADD. So I understand there are people who have problems concentrating. It's just too much for them. But that's also something you can work on. You can go, there's training now for that. There's meds now for that. And that's something that you can do to help yourself focus. Meanwhile, Others are thrilled by our ability to weave various ideas throughout our conversations. And I used to be told that, I was someone good to talk to, but now, since my stroke, I'm probably not, because it takes me so forever to think of things, and sometimes I just interject things because I know I'm not coming up with it, so I'm just going to tell you something, just so you don't have to wait 5 minutes for me to tell you something. Or you might think of yourself as frivolous, when it's likely your charming approach to life casts a light of inspiration that others can't help but follow. And see, if each of us were our best selves, people would have more people to look to come up behind, them and do a thing. So holding yourself back is not only holding yourself back, but it's holding other people who might be looking to you as a role model of some sort, to say, oh no, I'm not going to do that. It's important for all of us to try to find our special gift and discover how we can best express it. For years, I was good at, English and reading and things like that. So once I couldn't physically work, anymore, I was told by my doctor that I needed to start taking a desk job, because if I kept holding kids at the daycare on my hip, I was going to break it because I had osteosclerosis. So she was like, you have to stop doing physical work, you have to move to a desk job. And so I used, my mother made me take typing. I wasn't too thrilled about it, but I used that, and the ability to speak and read things, and became a secretary, a receptionist at a place, and then I had a different job where I was an assistant office manager, and then became an office manager, and then a partner in a business. So, we all have a way that we can serve others. Ask others to name what they think is your most overlooked talent or character trait. And, you can fill out, the waters on that and see, what people think, that you're good at or that they like about you. When I was younger, I was pretty insecure, and I used to do that. What do you like about me? And, well, this. And usually people are shocked that you would even ask that. But at some point, if you don't feel like you're very likable, you might ask that. Their answers may change your life. I had never made jewelry in my life, and then I started making some jewelry, and I had a woman, at a, what do you want to call it, well, it wasn't the fair, but it was kind of a peddler's kind of event where a lot of people had booths, and she was looking, and she said, oh, I love those earrings. I said, oh, thank you, I made those. And she goes, that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be doing. Those are beautiful. She said, if you had any more like that, she said, I'd be interested in looking at them. So I was like, oh, okay. So I started doing that, and at different booths throughout the city, I've sold lots of earrings. I'm not making so many now, but I've sold I made the ones I'm wearing. So, explore these riches that are yours to express. And you may find yourself helping others discover and develop their own blessings. Because we all are unique, and we are gifted with something that we can do well. And, it's in your own best interest to do that thing. And like I say, other people, will watch. There's a little meme that talks about she made her life, and her child watched her all the way. And, that's basically saying that, this person did this thing, and the kid watched, and now they're going to go do this thing. So that's kind of how that works. Acknowledge and appreciate the gifts you see in those around you, because we all are gifted. And it's nice to tell somebody, hey, I like that you do that, or you're good at that, or I wish I was good at that as you, because those little things like that can help a person's self-esteem tremendously. Tell your neighbor that loves to garden how much her green thumb enlivens the whole block. When I moved into this house, we all had flowers and trees and things like that. Now, almost no one does, and ours is the oddball because we still have all our daffodils up and down the sidewalk and everything. And actually, one of our neighbors, who is friends with a councilwoman, called and complained on us because of the weeds. So, she didn't like she moved in and it was not spring yet, and then suddenly there was all these things, and so she complained about the weeds, and it's like, well, okay, there's some stuff growing between the daffodils, but these are daffodils, and they're going to bloom, and of course they did. So then they left it alone, but people just, I don't even know about them. There's too many just petty, hateful, spiteful people in the world, and it's like, why don't you just mind your own business and be happy, because clearly minded mind makes you unhappy, so mind your own. Thank your coworker for always greeting your days together with a smile. There's people that work, I have still some friends that I worked with at different places. Some of the folks I do not speak with, and I work from different places for obvious different reasons. But, I do like the friends that I made, that, I worked with at different places. Tell your close friends that their ability to listen makes your world a better place. And it does. When you have a friend that you can talk to and you can talk to them about anything. I have a lot of friends. I think a lot of them are, well, I'm not even going to say frenemies, but I just did. I have a handful of folks I know I can talk to about anything. It doesn't matter, come heck or high water, I can talk to them about it, and they're going to be there for me. And, we know who those people are, and those are the people that you should value. Our unique gifts are like golden rays of expression that can encircle the world with light. And it can. This world is a pretty dark place. And if you can put a little light out there into this world, then that is great. Do your part to do that, because there's so many people trying to put, bad stuff, ignorant stuff, hateful stuff, indecent stuff out there in the world, that there needs to be some of us out there putting positive things out into the world as well. So, if you have a special gift, go out and share your genius with folks so that they can be inspired as well. Think about it. Please like and share this wisdom so we can spread it around the world. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. Thanks for watching. That's all for now. Until next time.